we're also very fortunate to have the talented artist, author, teacher, and art consultant Jaime Ferrer with us tonight. And Jaime will as well with his books at the table over here. So without further ado, Jaime.
Thank you. Dr. George said, this is an international city, so you have to bear with my accent. And the thing I'm going to share with you is a book that I just put out, and the name of it is The End of This World. And The End of This World is a name that came up when I was basically 10 years old. I thought that the end of the world was going to be the year 2000. So when I was 10 years old, I thought that being 40-something was very, very old, so I could die at that moment. Well, the year 2000 came up, and I realized that nothing happened. Life continued, and it was okay. So I thought that maybe year 2012 had something for us. Nothing happened also. The funny thing about it is that since probably 1990, we have been living the end of this world. And the thing is that we have been invaded by the technology and the mentality of corporations that change constantly the ways that we are keeping our history. So I wanted to make a book using the vehicles, the automobiles, as an example of how we're going to, if we don't pay attention to it, we're going to end our history by having things the way we're having it now. A lot of the records that we're having right now are being kept in forms that probably in 10 more years we're not going to be able to read. Also automobiles are not going to be able to be repaired. So I made a parallel between automobiles and 100 years of history and what's going to go in the future. So in the basically I, as an artist, a communicator, I wanted to make a call for society to realize that we may end without history. Without history, we don't have or stand a chance of having dreams. Without dreams, we don't stand a chance to having a future. So basically this book is a parallel with a form that I call graffiti virtual or virtual graffiti, in which I make a very short statement on these vehicles. I paint in a funky way as graffitis do, and make a call to pay attention. Please keep history alive. Do not change the formats of things as often as we do, or standardize that, so we can keep having a future. So basically that's that. The other thing, some of the images that we're going to have here is that a few years ago I thought that this building was going to be torn down totally. For many, many years I have been coming into Miami Springs. My studio here in Doral at that time was unincorporated Miami. And the beauty of it is that I was coming all the time here to see what was going to go on with this building. America has a tradition of destroying history just to build up new things. And I thought this building was going to go away with it. So I came here, and one night around 2 o'clock in the morning, and I projected this building or whatever ruins we had at that moment. Probably we had at that time 4 walls. To probably when 2 years by, and I realized that the building was already repaired, to my surprise, and I was very, very happy. So I always thank people who were involved on this repair of this building. And I left the testimony of a man that was desperate in a way, that a man that's important as Glencore's was going to be lost. This is the last home, his last home. He died 26 years before I was born, and yet so beautifully we had him, and we're enjoying his patio, and he has received us in a way, in his spirit. The other thing is beautiful to see that one of my dreams when I came here 33 years ago, was to meet a lot of very important people. I come from Chile, it's very far south, and at that time everything was very, very far. So I came to the United States to meet important people, and today I can say I have met Lord Ortiz, and I am with him here in his home and with all of you. So basically this is it. Whatever questions you have now, you can ask me. I will be just walking, and whatever thing you want to answer about what I have in mind with my art and why I make it so brief, I am willing to answer. After now hanging this microphone, I invite you to a little toast here in the garage, and where I have some images being projected also of my book, to have a little toast and with Chilean wine. And the other thing, I have the book right there, it's available. Please go take a look of it, and whatever questions you have, please ask them. Okay, so I hope you have a good night and a wonderful time here.
And thank you very much. I appreciate that.